Hi guys, so welcome to this reading. This is your general collective reading for the month of December 2020. As always, these are general and collective. It's not a personal reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So we'll see what December has for us. We're closing out the year. We had one eclipse on the 30th of November. We're going to have a lunar eclipse. We're going to have another eclipse sometime in December. So we're closing out with a bang. But so yeah, let's just get started right away and we'll see what December has in store for us. As always, I'm going to do oracle messages first. So I'll get two main themes from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is the new deck I'm using. It's been gifted to me by my mother, so it's the first time I'm using it. So we get two main messages for the general collective for the month of December 2020. Then we'll get started with the tarot. Okay, first message, exchanging gifts. I already got mine. I don't know about you guys. So in this deck, the number on this card is 27. Might be significant to some of you. In this deck, exchanging gifts basically means, you know, the law of giving and receiving. So what you give, you should be ready to receive that back, and what you are receiving from somebody else or from the universe, you should be ready to give that back. Okay, you could be experiencing a period of a fair amount of give and take within your relationships, or with people in your life. So the entire universe encompassed, right? Because if you see on this image also, there's a ballerina and there's a cat as well. So it's not just about giving to like-minded people, it's about giving back also to the universe. All right, so exchanging gifts is not just about material possessions, it's also about, you know, the energy, basically the energy that you're getting, reciprocating that energy, whether to that same source or to somebody else. But essentially one must remember that, you know, nature always balances things out. It's always an equilibrium is always maintained. Okay, so perhaps in this month of December we're going to be seeing, you know, some amount of balance coming in terms of what we've given or what we've received. But essentially it's a positive card. It's so for whatever it's worth, whatever your due is, whatever you have given, it's time now in the month of December at least for you to receive, two fell out, I'll read both, for you to receive the recognition or the rewards or your dues. Okay, so in the month of December that's going to happen. Next card out was Poised. So if you can see, there's a lot of grace in the way she's standing. Okay, so I think the message is that stay poised in whatever it is that you're doing, especially in terms of giving and receiving. All right, so what basically that means is that don't get too much in your head if you're getting gifts or getting from people, but at the same time don't become too full of yourself also if you're the one giving out. Okay, if you're the one who's the giver, don't become too full of it also. To be poised also means, you know, that you're ready for action, that you're ready for whatever is coming your way now. Okay, so once this balance gets restored, you're going to feel more confident and more, you know, it's like filling an empty cup, right? When your cup is half full and you fill it up again, then you can pour from it again. So it's essentially that when this balance is maintained, you're going to feel in a place of more confidence, you're going to feel in a place of more action ready, you know, you're going to feel more happy within yourself, you're going to feel more fulfilled within yourself as this balance gets restored, and hence your energy will be conducive for you to take on anything that is coming your way. Okay, and the next card was Message in a Bottle. Lovely some of you might be receiving a message maybe from overseas. I'll just quickly read what it means in this deck. But basically messages might come in, some important messages, especially around especially around this balance, especially around this maintaining this equilibrium, okay? And at the same time also honoring your confidence, honoring your poise, honoring your internal state, okay? So around these you might get some message from somebody or even from the universe. So like I said, giving and receiving does not necessarily happen between people, it happens at all times with the universe as well, okay? We're constantly taking from the universe. How much are we giving back? It's a question we need to ask ourselves. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be a nice light month, exchanging gifts, getting nice positive messages. Good, so far so good. Alright, let's get started with the tarot. Again, not doing any particular spread, I'm just doing a free flow tarot. So I'll get 5 general messages and then 1 outcome, and then I'll do clarifiers for those 5 messages. Again, for the tarot today, I'm using the Crow Tarot deck. Again, this was gifted to me by my friends, so thank you so much for all the people who gifted me cards. So I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot today. So let's get started right away. What are the 5 general messages for the general collective for December 2020? First card out is Queen of Swords. So clarity coming in, could be dealing with mental faculties a lot more. You could be employing your mental faculties a lot more. You also will be in a calmer state of mind. You also will experience an enhanced ability to see things clearly, okay? Also, if you remain poised, if you remain confident and fulfilled within yourself, automatically your ability to see things clearly and then delegate wherever things need to be delegated will be heightened. All right, so you're going to see some clarity coming in. You're going to see some clear communication as well. Again, you've got message in a bottle. So swords is all about, it's the air element. So swords is all about your mental faculty. It's all about communication. It's all about thought process. It's all about strategizing, putting things in place. So you're going to see a heightened sense of all of that happening in the month of December. Next card out, Knight of Swords. What is going on? We're in Sagittarius season. Why are swords coming out? Wands should be coming out. Anyhow, okay. Right, so I feel like for some of you, you might be dealing with an air sign person, okay? For some of you, it'll be an older person. For some of you, it'll be a younger person. Nonetheless, whatever is this communication is going to really come in swiftly. You've already got message in a bottle, so look out for communication coming in. Again, I'm reiterating, communication does not necessarily mean coming from one person or another person. It can be messages sent to you by the universe. So keep your eyes open for, rather keep your third eye open for messages that you get from the universe. So whether it's bird sightings or animal sightings or a certain or feathers on your path, or look those up as well, because there is going to be communication coming in to you from the universe as well. It's going to come in quite swiftly. So that's one. Second is that definitely clarity, definitely clear communication, definitely a really, really clear line of thought. Okay, so in case if you have felt in the last month muddled in your thinking, or you've been all over the place in your thinking, that all of that is going to get cleared out in the month of December. We'll do clarifiers. Let me just get 5 main messages. Okay, next card out is the Tower. So something is going to get broken down. With all of this communication, something is going to get broken down for you guys, in that sense that anything that is built on a weak foundation, any self-destructive habits or patterns which are built on a weak foundation, those will get cleared out for you with your clarity of thought. Okay, also any relationships or any projects which are built on weak foundations, which are not built on a solid understanding of each other, or solid understanding of or even built on a solid mutual respect, mutual give and take, exchanging gifts, mutual give and takes, things that take you away from your confidence, that take you away from your inner fulfillment. Anything that is built on a faulty foundation, that is going to start getting razed to the ground, okay, with this clarity. All right. Also, there will be something that will come in that might shock you or catch you off guard a little bit. That might happen in December for some of you. Maybe a message comes in that might, and it will come in quite swiftly. It might shock you or catch you a little bit off guard. Queen of Pentacles. Do not worry, because after this tower, you will rebuild again. It's beautiful to get a pentacle after a tower, is because pentacles are all about, solid, like really structured, really solid, really grounded. Pentacles is earth energy, okay? So for some of you, you could be dealing with an earth sign female or an air sign female, okay? Or a younger air sign male. Anyhow, whatever needs to get raised to the ground, please let it get raised to the ground. If something shocks you, don't hold on to it. Allow it to shock you and move on from that. Start rebuilding again, because you're being supported. The Queen of Pentacles is here. So in fact, after this, whatever is not working in your highest good or in your highest favor, once you allow this to crumble and to leave your life, okay, once you allow it to break down, only then you can build again. Only then you can raise from ground up again, okay? And then you will start to lay foundations which are more solid, which are more secure. Queen of Pentacles is all about, nurturing, motherly, full of abundance, full of nourishment as well. So if you see in this card also, there's everything. There's a rabbit, which actually signifies, harvest, like abundance, or, even children. There are flowers, so also that signifies, abundance, having having a prosperous environment. And then of course you have the coins here, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is all about being stable, being secure, being poised, okay? Being just also, not being unfair, okay? So all of that will happen once you just work with clarity, that's all. And then you have the Two of Swords again, lot of swords, okay? So Two of Swords again. So I think that towards the end of the month, towards the end of December, you will, as you get clarity, as you get messages, as you receive messages, as you stay in a place of equilibrium, as you stay in a place of balance in terms of give and take, okay? So don't overfill your energy, neither over deplete your energy, okay? Stay in a place of balance. Once you do that, and as communication comes in, some of it might shock you. It could also be, just you getting immense clarity on faulty behaviors or faulty habits that you have, because you do have the Two of Swords at the end, okay? As the last message for December, I will do an outcome card, but as the last message for December, you do have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is basically taking your blinders off to things that you may have thought were working for you, but actually were not working for you. And I think those things are going to finally leave your life. You're going to be able to move ahead and do things with a more stable approach, with a more solid approach. Also be more confident, but at the same time you will be willing to also share, also allow others to partake in whatever it is that you're building, okay? Whatever it is that you're moving towards next. And in that process, you're going to be letting go of or taking your blinders off to things, faulty things that are no longer working for you, okay? I'll do some clarifiers. So let's get started with the clarifiers. Okay. Two of Rods or Two of Wands under your Queen of Swords, okay? So again in this card, this card signifies all about taking dominion, okay? Taking charge. It's basically indicative of, wanting to hold on to what you have, but knowing that there is a higher calling for you in the future, or out there, okay, or there is so much more that you can achieve out there, but feeling scared to leave what you already have in your hand, okay. And then the Two of Wands basically signifies that once you do that, once you leave your comfort zone, once you get out of that, once you let go of your limiting belief systems, or your limiting behaviors, or your limiting habits, there's so much more that you can achieve, and perhaps you're going to be gaining clarity on that. All right, so you're going to be taking dominion of your own thoughts, of your own ability to create a reality purely from your thoughts, purely from your manifestations, purely from your intellect. Okay, Seven of Swords under your Knight of Swords. So like I said earlier, some messages might come in. These might be something related to some deception or some past deception, although I primarily feel this is going to be about you. I don't think can be about because you do have a few court cards as well. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords and Queen of Swords. So could be some kind of deceptive behavior with an air sign, either that or that. Deceptions, or essentially basically maybe through messages also, you might come to know, or you might realize, or it might come to light where people have been deceptive towards you, or you've been deceptive towards people. You also might realize that perhaps in the past, maybe the way people behave with you, or if there were any deceptions involved in the past which caused you some mental turmoil, you will also realize that a lot of times people just do things or behave in a certain way is because of past trauma. It is not their intention to hurt somebody, okay. So you will also have that realization. Nonetheless, you let it I feel like you let it crumble down, you let it eventually get razed to the ground. I feel like December is going to be quite swift in terms of whatever changes. Like I had said earlier, I think in October or something, is that finally we're going to be implementing everything that we've learned in this last 1 year. And I think December is going to be quite swift with that, okay. So far you haven't got a single major arcana card, which means that I think hopefully most of the lessons have been learned, okay. Now it's just about putting them into 3D reality, putting them into your day-to-day practice, and I think that's also December's month is going to be lighter. You've only got the Tower as one major arcana, but that is essentially just allowing things to crumble down, okay, things that are not working for you. Let me do a clarifier for the Tower. Belief systems, what did I say? So you've got the Hierophant under the Tower. So essentially what you're going to be allowing to raise to the ground is your own deceptive behavior, is your own, and primarily towards yourself. So things that hold you back. You've also got the Two of Wands, limiting belief systems, okay, a refusal to get out of comfort zone, even though you know that whatever is there outside is probably for your highest good. So allow this thing, allow your outdated belief systems or outdated commitments, things that you feel tied down to or bound to. Now commitment can be anything. You could be committed to a certain way of living, or you could be committed to a certain way of thinking in a particular situation or with particular people dynamics, okay. It may have worked for you at some point in your life, but maybe now it's not working for you, okay. The whole point of evolution is that we revisit, we reevaluate, and we evolve, okay. We realign and we evolve. So allow this, anything that you're not going to have a choice, it's going to get broken down. You're going to be replacing some of your belief systems, especially the ones that don't work for you anymore, and primarily it's going to be about yourself, okay. So just allow that to happen. Nothing, even this Tower is not a scary tower for me, okay. On the other hand, if there is something that shocks you, it could be maybe about somebody else's belief system, or maybe about somebody else's level of commitment, or maybe just them having a very, very rigid view about certain things. So if this is about a people relationship, you have to take it as it applies to you. So if this is about a people relationship for any of you, then something that might shock you might also be somebody else's rigidity in terms of their commitments, or what they're standing true for, or what their belief systems are. All right. Nonetheless, through this there will be spiritual advancement also, so that's good. Okay, 5 of Rods under your Queen of Pentacles. You might experience some kind of competition, or some people trying to pull you back, or some people not being on the same page as you, as you're laying foundations, as you're trying to solidify certain things, as you're trying to move to a more stable place in your life. You might find that there might be some people, especially your close people, they might not be on the same page as you. But don't worry though, if your mental faculty has been cleared, and your ability to think clearly and be calm, and just really see things for what they are, see the truth for what it is. If you have been able to achieve that, then this 5 of Rods shouldn't pose too much of a problem. Okay, but be careful, you might experience some of that. Either somebody trying to pull you back into the old dynamic, okay, or somebody just not being on the same page as you in terms of what you want to solidify, etc. On the other hand, you could have some conflict with not a major conflict, just some bantering, or just some sort of childish arguments with an earth sign older woman. But it's not something I would be very worried about, so it's all right. Okay, Ace of Rods under your 2 of Swords. Beautiful. As you take your blinders off, you will be ready for a new beginning. Remember, poised is also one of your cards. It's to be ready, to be confident, to be fulfilled enough internally to take on anything that life throws at you. So as you take your blinders off, and I feel like this is going to be primarily around your self-defeating behaviors, your self-defeating thought patterns, your self-defeating communication style. Okay? Once you allow that to go away and to break down, replace it with more solid stuff. Replace it with more, if you have to speak things that nurture somebody else. Okay, if you have to speak things that lift somebody else. All right, I don't mean to say just say it for the sake of it without meaning it. I mean, like, be mindful is what I mean when you are communicating as well. Okay, so all of that is going to get replaced with more solid, with a more solid foundation. Is going to get replaced with a more stable you in terms of your mental faculty, in terms of your emotional faculty, in terms of your monetary faculty as well. Okay, and as you take your blinders off and you see what you need to change in your life, there's going to be a new beginning coming your way. You're going to be ready for some new, maybe new chapters in your life, or maybe new projects in your life, or something that stirs your passion, something that you feel driven towards or inspired towards. You're going to have that new, fresh, new thing coming in. Could also be a message coming in. Okay, all right, nice light month, nothing heavy. Let me get one moon message for you guys. Three fell out, I'll read all 3. Energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so your Ace of Rods, the energy will gain momentum. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Again, this is rod energy or wand energy. Be bold, make the first move, take the first leap of faith. But for that, first finish your work. Whatever little bit needs to get done, get it done. Take your blinders off, so that you can go ahead and be poised and be ready for whatever it is that is coming into your life. And your last message is, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so through all of this, like I said, anything limiting, the Hierophant and the Tower, any limiting self-beliefs, any limiting or self-defeating commitments, or being tied down to certain things in your life, look at the bigger picture over there. Let it go if it's not serving your highest good. All right. Nice messages. Let me get one from the Yogic Path deck. One thing that you might want to work on through the month of December. How beautiful is that? You got Parvati. Goddess Parvati. Imagine, and you have the Queen of Pentacles over here. It's like a Earth Mother. Let me just quickly read Parvati in this deck for you. She's the goddess of devotion, love and yoga. You pull upon Parvati when you've taken immense action towards becoming your highest self. In Hindu mythology, Parvati was in love with unattainable Shiva, who was deep in the mountains practicing yoga and detached from the material world. She knew he needed the feminine to bring him down to earth, but he was totally inaccessible. Instead of begging and pleading, Parvati decided to become her highest self and seek enlightenment through yoga. Eventually, Shiva felt her immense energy and fell in love with her because of her strength and determination. Parvati represents commitment to practice, unbreakable willpower, the power of self-transformation. It is so beautiful that the Queen of Pentacles and what you need to work on are so aligned, okay, because as I had said earlier, she's Mother Earth energy. Okay, she is nourishing, she is determined, she is strong-willed, she is stable, secure, etc. Everything that is needed for you to commit to a higher good, okay, for yourself primarily, and Parvati embodies all of that. So essentially that's something you want to work on through the month of December. Nice. And then finally we'll get one blessing from the Gods and Goddesses deck, Hindu Gods and Goddesses deck. Okay, and then I'll wrap it up. Okay, so you have, imagine now, beautiful, I'm getting goosebumps. You got the whole family here, guys. You've got Mahadev Shiva's blessings and Lord Ganesha's blessings, and what you need to work on is Parvati. Can you believe this? This is beautiful. So like I said earlier, December is culmination of everything that you have worked hard for, okay? Last remnants left, let it go. Embody the feminine energy within you, okay? So let me quickly read Mahadev Shiva's blessings. Sexual prowess, union with a good marriage partner, detachment from life's unexpected changes, numerous benefits from worldly enjoyment to liberation. That's your blessing. And from Lord Ganesha, removing obstacles, peace and prosperity, physical and mental powers, success and initiating new ventures. How beautiful. Mental powers, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, new ventures, Ace of Rods, being solid, being determined, and discipline, self-discipline, Queen of Pentacles and Parvati. All of this is resonating beautifully well for you, for the general collective. I don't think we could have got a better reading than this. So be ready for some gifts coming in. Be ready also to give some gifts wherever they are due. Stay poised, stay confident about yourself, and don't worry. If you worked on yourself, whatever comes your way, you will be able to handle it. Look out for some messages that might come your way, because they might be messages that are relevant for you and that are important for you, for your highest good, to put you on the path, or to take you on the path where you are meant to be going. Alright, so I hope that this helped you guys, and you guys have a great rest of December. I will check back again with you towards mid of December with cluster readings for all the zodiac signs.